You're listening to Portland, Oregon's own Nameless Gamers PDX podcast.
Headshot.
Where we sit around and talk about games while drinking the finest microbrews in the Pacific Northwest. Search for us on Facebook or reach us on Twitter at iLaggedOut. Send us an email to namelessgamerspdx@gmail.com or head over to our website, namelessgamerspdx.com. Thanks for listening, and don't forget to subscribe.
Hey everybody, welcome to the Nameless Gamers podcast. It is May 19th.
Podcast time.
I am here to do a podcast with you, the internet. We're here to talk. We're here to talk on the internet in these microphones and put it on the internet.
Hey, Randy.
Yeah.
What are we talking about today?
Well, Chris Cornell died.
Oh, okay.
Thanks for bringing that up.
Oh.
Yeah, really.
Yeah, it's a...
we were
bummer,
off
man.
to such a good start until you jumped in there and really...
I just asked what we're talking about today.
Really ruined it.
Right.
No, may he rest in peace, Chris Cornell, from Soundgarden. Awesome dude. Actually, I have a story about Chris Cornell. One of my college roommates was his bellhop for a while where he lived in Seattle.
Really?
I swear to God, yeah. And said he was one of the nicest
Was it
guys
one of those
ever.
apartments,
You
or
lie.
was it
Man, I
an
don't
actual?
It was like, yeah, no, it was
hotel.
it was a place where he like lived for a while.
Oh, okay, so
Yeah,
it was
yeah.
probably like a condo apartment type
Yeah.
thing.
So he was the guy he
those-
called and he was like, hey, I need some weed. Go get me some weed, bellhop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, he would probably just have to
Actually,
You think it was
do
just
that.
weed?
let's be honest. If it's Chris Cornell, there was probably some heroin, some cocaine.
But we're
Look,
not making accusations.
I'm not making accusations. May he
I don't
rest
know
in
about all
peace. There's that, and then there's video games, which we will talk. Destiny 2.
Wait.
Yeah, I think Destiny 2 came out.
Hey, did Destiny 2 come
Oh,
out?
the reveal.
Reveal,
It's
yeah.
not out, is it?
No, it
I
didn't
can't
come
go
out.
buy it.
No,
can I?
1.5?
No. But that's a thing that we'll talk about, as well as Tony. What do you have to talk about later? Anyway, let's go through a little bit of just a short list, just a couple. Throw a couple things. Hit me with a couple, just two things.
So on the news, there's really that one big thing, and then actually kind of talked about it last episode. It's a game in alpha.
Okay.
Game in alpha.
A game that's still in alpha.
Okay.
I did jump in, and I am now a
Are you a beta
patron
tester?
of it. It's actually an alpha test.
You'll tell us a little bit about that later.
Bit about that later on.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so we got some things coming up. We will be talking about sounds. We're going to discuss some sounds. Scott's going to cover that with us.
All
Scott's here
right.
with me. Say what's up,
tunes.
Scott. How's it going, Scott?
What's up,
all right.
Scott?
Not much. What's up, Doc?
How's your week been going?
Good. The sun is out, man.
Finally?
Yeah, the weather's
Finally.
Hopefully, everybody's having a good time this weekend,
Yeah.
waiting for this to come out. Hopefully the sunshine is still out there while you're listening.
Sticks around.
It should be. I mean, it's looking to be a nice couple of weeks.
Couple sunshiny days.
Yeah.
So yeah, get out there,
Yeah.
get outside before we get the rain back.
Yeah, enjoy
Knock
it.
on wood.
Yeah.
or that fake wood you just knocked on.
Hey,
Maybe.
Close enough.
there's wood inside it. It's still technically wood.
It's wood.
Word.
It's
Yeah.
processed
Wood-like
wood.
substance.
It's like the shitty cheese of wood. It's like the Velveeta of wood.
This is the American. This is government cheese.
Yes, it's processed wood.
This is in a cave.
Yeah.
For like
This is
60
government
years.
wood.
It's cheap and it gets the job done.
Yeah.
What about trivia? You have
Nothing
anything you
fancy.
want to ask us later, Ben?
I do. I have some questions for you guys. I have some things I want to know. If
Some
you
things?
might have answers for me later. I think I got at least a few that'll stump you.
Nice.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
Cool.
Nice.
So we're all here. We're going to talk about video games. Rest in peace, Chris Cornell. Let's move on to bigger, better things, greener pastures. Scott,
Oh yeah.
we left last week. You gave us a question, and
We
what was
gave
that
a question.
And what are we doing with it?
That question we wanted you to remember your favorite 8-bit soundtrack.
Right.
It could be just a simple level, the main menu, anything. Everybody
Yeah.
remembers that. You hear it at work, you hear it randomly, or something close to the do-do-do-do, and you remember
Yeah.
exactly what game
Yeah.
that came from.
Yeah.
There's a bunch of them. There's a lot of them. They either really suck or they're good.
Yeah.
And there's only a few really
And-
good ones that
Well,
are
and
memorable.
8-bit's hard because it limits you so much in the amount of tones you can produce,
Yeah.
you know? So that's why this was, I really like this question.
Yeah. There's a lot of them that use pretty much the same sound for a lot of things, but, so we're going to have some 8-bit karaoke here. Let's see. I did crappily record some things. We'll see if you guys can hear these on my phone. Let's start. Let's see.
I got it.
Can you hear that?
I know.
Yeah.
Ooh, don't tell me.
I got it.
Is that Zelda?
Yeah.
Yes, it is. Okay.
That is the start screen of Zelda, The Legend
Yes.
of Zelda.
That is, yes, The Legend of Zelda, the first one. I don't know if we can hear that, or if you guys can at least
We
hear
can
this.
we can always get that in some post
we
production
can,
too.
we can edit this one.
Yeah, I'm totally. I'll cut
Okay.
stuff. Right?
Okay.
Okay.
That's
Let's
gonna
see
happen.
here. Okay.
yeah, that's not gonna happen, man.
Hold on.
Mega Man.
Metal Gear.
No.
Put it up to the mic. I can't hear.
Oh
it.
no, Contra.
Yeah.
Oh,
Contra.
Contra. Randy with
Randy.
the poll.
Okay.
Honorable mentions.
Honorable mentions here.
Was that Mega Man? No.
Bubble Bubble. Gyromite.
Ooh. I do not recognize
I've drawn a
this
blank.
That's how
sound that you play.
That's this Paperboy.
Oh.
Paperboy.
That was an early Nintendo game too, because
Yes.
that was before they realized the scope of an 8-bit.
Oh, yeah, of
Yeah.
how much they can do.
Yeah.
Let's see. Everybody should know this one. If it works. Never mind.
Okay.
No play.
Okay, no playing. We're going to go off script there.
All right.
Some other good ones besides Contra. We had Mario. Everybody remembers Mario. Probably like the first 2 or 3 levels is
Yeah.
probably just like a great honorable mention.
Yeah.
I always
or
enjoyed the
Annie.
castle levels.
The castle levels gets a little darker.
Do 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 do
The water one. Everybody
do do
remembers
do do
that.
do.
Oh,
The water.
Yeah.
Like swimming around. Yeah.
Probably the top one I would probably say came up on most of the lists is Tetris.
Oh,
It has to be the one.
Yeah.
that's what
Everybody
I was going to
remembers
say. Was
Tetris.
Tetris.
That's one of those games because you're focusing and like
Yeah.
that music is playing and like
Tetris always had,
that's
I think,
the
like
only
3 or
things
4
going
different songs, and each one of them
Yeah.
was tattooed into
Yeah.
my brain.
Just beating into your skull.
on. Yeah.
Because it didn't matter if it was actually on, like, say, a Nintendo, or the Sega 8-bit, or a lot of times you play it on PC, you know, your old IBM, without the fucking mouse kind of PC.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It still played 8-bit audio.
Yeah.
And it was like, you
They
played
even
it all
they
the
even
time.
got like revamped on because I had a
There was
Tetris
one on 64.
Nintendo 64. You could play
Yeah.
4 players, right? So
Yeah.
I would be getting my ass spoon fed to me lovingly by my wife and my roommate, and it was these different 64-bit versions of these songs, and I was
Yeah.
just like, okay, this is totally doable. Like,
Yeah.
it was very welcoming.
Yeah.
Nice. Does anybody have like? Can we talk about like our favorite
Yeah.
ones?
Yeah.
What,
that, like-
what did you
Yeah.
guys?
So like, well,
Yeah.
What about you, Scott? Well, let's
Me?
start with you. Yeah. What
My favorite, the at least most memorable for the majority of them,
Yeah.
was Mario 2 specifically.
okay. Yeah.
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 It kind of felt like playing like an 80s game show or like
Yeah. Yeah.
kind of like you have this fun or like a circus music.
Yeah.
is kinda
Okay.
what
Yeah.
what
I
thought it
totally
was.
get that.
And that was 8-bit. That was NES. What about you, Randy?
Yeah.
By the way, those were real good. That was real good.
8-bit karaoke.
Yeah. real good. No, the ones that stick in my mind are Castlevania for some reason. Like some of the levels, just like
Right.
the original Castlevania, like the first level, just that fucking song. I don't know. And it's at the end of some of our shows. I put it in there just because it's like one of those songs that I always remember.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'll throw that in there. So like when I was looking for like stuff to put in there, I was like, what are we going to put at the end of the trail, the show off? And it's like, I think I started like on a
What's gonna
Halloween
play
episode
us
or
off?
something.
Yeah, I think so.
And I was like, well, I'll just throw it in there randomly now.
One of
'cause
them
it's
was
still pretty
you
rad.
did an 8-bit like Star Wars.
Yeah,
Thing
there's
going. That one was pretty cool.
Yeah, there's a few different
Yeah.
different ones you can find, but like but I just remember that Castlevania one being like I think it was like our first show that was like Halloween oriented. Not this last one, but maybe like the year before.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, we're gonna put that at the end because it's like nice and Halloween.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, but that's the one that
Creepy.
sticks in my mind. Yeah.
Yeah.
What about you, Tony?
For me, it's a couple that we actually played. Zelda. I mean, I played hours upon hours of Legend of Zelda.
Lots of trigger time on Zelda.
Lots of trigger time. And then, really, I mean, Mario was the other one. Especially those, like I said, those castle levels. I really like that. The darker sounding, you know, I mean, it's 8-bit, so it can't get that dark, but, you know,
It's
it just,
Mario. It's a
it was,
friendly evil.
it was more sinister in the castle when you had to go fight Bowser.
Something bad was going to happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And god damn it, every time you'd go save Peach, it wasn't fucking Peach.
Or when like the pirate ships would come in. When the flying, not the pirate, I always call them pirate ships. The flying ships would come in. It got really creepy, and you hear the cannons. You see the storms coming in.
Yeah, sure.
What about you, Ben?
I was going to give you Tetris.
Tetris.
Yeah, for the 8-bit. And then I couldn't remember because I don't think one of my favorite game soundtracks is Doom 2. Doom 2. Yeah, but I think that might have been 16-bit.
Yeah, that would have been.
Yeah, really.
We'll let you
and
slide
I was
that
going to
one
say, because I do have a 16-bit if we wanted to throw that in.
They had I don't know, like a composer or somebody. Fucking going through each level got a different little jingle, and
It was a little bit more. Yeah.
Some of them were pretty killer. Yeah.
Well, Doom was, if I'm not mistaken, wasn't it Trent Reznor?
No, that's Quake.
Oh, that's Quake. Okay.
Yeah.
I get those confused at times. Sorry.
Very similar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and they were made by the same company too. That's part of the other part of it.
What are you gonna do?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what we came up with. 8-bit karaoke for us, I guess.
Yeah.
You know?
If you want to tell us what your favorite 8-bit cut is, it could be a shallow cut, it could be a deep cut, any cut. Tweet it at us at iLaggedOut, or you can email it to us, namelessgamerspdx@gmail.com. Before we go any further, I want to throw out that, hey, we have a Patreon page. If you want to go there and show your support, really, that's the only thing we have. That's the only way we have set up that you can kind of do that. www.patreon.com/iLaggedOut. We'll get you there. You can check out some stuff there. There's some exclusive stuff, some opportunities for some like decals and stuff like that we're going to give away. If you sign up and do that, we can get that over to you. Make sure to give us the information needed for that.
Join us.
So I wanted to do that,
Exclusive.
and then
I mean, we do this out of the love of the bottom of our hearts.
out of the love of the game.
I do it from the top of my heart.
Well,
You give the love from the bottom of your heart.
from the bottom to the
You can
top.
have all the cholesterol.
Yeah, exactly. You can take all that cholesterol.
Did you have a thing?
We got a thing. Man.
Oh,
Do a thing.
Y'all want to play a little bit of trivia? Let me just test this thing.
all right.
Sounds like that's working.
Technically functional.
All right. So, you know the drill. If you know the answer, give me the answer. I'm going to give you some general knowledge questions about video games, blah, blah, blah.
Knowledge.
Yeah.
Some questions with a K.
Let's start off with what could be a fairly simple one here. Let's go with
All right.
Easy.
what am I playing?
Okay.
If I have insufficient Vespine gas.
StarCraft.
Yes.
Nice.
All right. How about and you guys, everybody played Donkey Kong Country, right?
Yeah.
A little bit. I
In
didn't
Donkey
play
Kong
enough.
Country,
Oh, yeah.
there was barrels that did all kinds
Yeah.
of weird things. Some of them would launch you, some of them would warp you, some of them would do this and that.
Yep.
One barrel would make you invincible. What did it have on it? Could you tell?
Star? No, okay.
It had a exclamation mark
Okay.
on the,
Oh,
on the invincibility barrel with the thing, you know.
Oh yeah, the stars were the checkpoint.
Yeah.
Sorry.
All right,
I was just going with the whole Mario theme, though. I mean,
No points
stars.
will be awarded, and may God have mercy,
on your soul.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry, guys.
Next one.
A little trigger happy there.
This game followed the epic quest of a once dark knight fighting to save the world from an evil spirit trapped on the moon.
Oh, fuck.
That is incorrect.
It's like you guys are all right there. Everybody's rubbed shoulders with this one.
on the moon.
Did I play that? Is that
Dark Spirit on the
going
moon.
on?
On the
I
moon.
think I'm going to give it to you now. That's Final Fantasy 4.
Okay.
Nobody
okay.
played 4?
No.
Four
Dark
was
Knight?
a
realize that's
Japan
probably
only
pretty old.
originally.
Really?
Yes.
Look,
Are we sure about that?
Listen.
Yes.
Because I'm looking. Okay.
look.
Originally, it
believe-
was eventually released on
I'm not questioning
PS1.
your Final Fantasy
Listen,
jingos, man.
that's okay. Let's just pretend like that never fucking happened. We'll just move on.
I was actually thinking Final Fantasy. I didn't know which one
That's enough, Tony. Let's just move on.
because there's a couple of them where you go to the goddamn moon.
Stop, Tony.
All right.
Let's
Fuck
just move
you.
on.
All right.
Fuck you.
Let's just be done with that nightmare and move
Let's
on.
Yeah.
let's wipe that
Just
off.
make sure-
I got a perfect palate cleanser here. Everybody's used to seeing like the Kinetic or the remember the what was the Nintendo's Wii thing had the little bar.
The Wii?
Yeah.
But there was one before all that. There was a PlayStation 2 peripheral developed by Logitech. Does anybody remember what that was? It was a bit of a flop. But it was a motion controller.
PS2 cam.
No.
PS.
Are you sure?
Wait.
Yes.
Developed by
I'm
Logitech.
sure about what it's called.
It was for PS2?
It was for
It's
PS2.
not like the Dance Dance Revolution Mat thing.
No,
Okay.
it was.
This is PS2.
It was used in Dance Dance Revolution. It was used in
That was actually
Anti-Grav and a game called Groove.
that Matt
and DDR.
originally started off in PS1. I thought though.
This was released.
don't know.
I got a year written down here,
Swinging from the
2003.
fences.
I don't know. That
yeah.
one.
Nobody remembers the Eye toy.
Yes.
No.
No. No.
Now that you mention it, yes.
Yeah. All right. Well.
Is that the one?
That's
that
how a
had-
lot
is
of these
that that little
questions go.
stick
I don't
that had
know the answer until you give it to me, and then I'm like,
Yep.
yep, that's the one.
What? Let's go with what game has our hero is introduced to Nicola Machiavelli and Leonardo motherfucking da Vinci.
Assassin's Creed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn.
I watched that
that's
movie
two?
the other night.
Wait a minute, motherfuckers.
little-
Hold
it
the
was a little
fucking
disappointing.
phone.
Yes.
Are
sir.
you sure
Yeah.
that we're not talking about
No,
the
we're not.
game where Mario goes back in time?
Mario in time?
Because technically, I think that question might be answered more than one way.
Mario does not.
You'll
meet
have to
Da
look that
Vinci.
up. I don't know. I don't know if they
Mario's
It was,
time
it was
machine.
actually Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure.
No.
No.
Rufus.
All right. I already got a weird one for you now. I'm looking for the name of consoles,
Okay.
home consoles. Okay, and I'm going to premise this with a hint that these are completely separate manufacturers.
Yeah.
They all used the same controller port.
Okay.
Back when you had wired controllers,
Yes.
and it had to plug into your console. These three consoles, you could take a controller right over to your buddy's house and plug it into his. Whether or not it
Even-
worked or not was a completely different story, but the plug fit.
Atari.
So
That's one of them.
okay.
You know which one? I could be a little more specific because it's
2600?
2600 is one of them. There's three consoles
the
that use
Commodore?
Is it the Commodore 64? No.
Commodore's not one of them.
That's
The Amiga.
There's no Amiga.
Oh, wait.
The Odyssey.
I give the 2600 came out in 1977. I have years for the other two.
The
Okay.
The Odyssey.
Odyssey is not one of them.
77 for the Atari 2600.
Yep. The other two are 82 and 89.
Oh.
Oh, yeah.
82 and 89.
Well, didn't the Master System and the Sega and Genesis? The Sega Genesis.
Genesis is one of them too.
Yeah.
It used the same controller port as the 2600.
Nice.
Really?
Is that weird?
I did not know that.
And there's one more.
And that was the 82 one,
82, 1982.
right? Atari.
You want me to throw that? You want me to give it to you?
No.
ColecoVision?
Yeah, dude.
Oh, nice.
The
Which is
2600, the fucking Sega Genesis, and the ColecoVision.
yeah, the
all had that
ColecoVision
weird
was
little
really
9-pin, like serial port.
yeah, the ColecoVision
thing.
was more like a home PC, like an early home PC.
Okay.
Like a Commodore 64.
Okay.
It was kind of
Yeah.
a cross between what we now would consider a cross between a
I remember it had like a 9
Yeah.
button keypad. It had the numbers on it.
like a
and then
9-pin keypad. Okay.
a button on the side and a little spinny paddle thing above the thing.
Yeah,
Like really
yeah.
weird looking controllers.
Yeah, but the ColecoVision and the Commodore 64 were both like a cross between like the early home PC, like learn to code kind of thing, and a console. So those
Yeah.
two were both
Hey,
kind of that cross.
I learned to code on a Commodore 64. And
Yeah.
guess
Did ya?
what?
See?
Nobody uses that shit anymore.
Nope.
Peek and poke.
He's correct.
Yeah.
All right, man. So
all
this game, this 2008 Game of the Year, has you searching the wasteland to find your missing
Fallout
father.
3.
All right. Yep.
You should have just left Wasteland out.
You had me at 2008 Game of the Year.
Ah, okay. What classic DOS game featured tables such as Android, Enigma, and Toy Factory?
That sounds familiar, but it's
Spider-Man?
not.
Not Spider-Man. DOS
game.
Yeah, ran in DOS.
Tables.
So you had game tables.
Mahjong.
No.
Virtual pool?
Ooh, no.
Pinball.
Virtual pinball?
There you go. Epic Pinball. Epic Pinball apparently got pretty high ratings.
Okay.
Yeah. I got one more page here.
I don't know. What was
All
the
right.
pack-in pinball for Windows 95? Was that the same
Yeah,
one?
there was I think it was similar. I don't think it was the same.
Okay.
The same one. I don't know. All right. I got a 1997 N64 title has players racing carts to collect keys to unlock more tracks and versus levels. No, it's not Mario Kart.
No, I knew. Oh.
Beetle Battle Racing?
Beetle Battle Racing is a good game.
Can you hit me with that again?
1997, a Nintendo 64 title, has players racing carts and collecting keys to unlock more tracks and versus levels.
Is it
Oh, that one cuts deep, doesn't it?
F-Wing? No, that was the flight.
No. You want me to give it to you?
Wait, hold on.
Give me a
Diddy Kong
okay.
Racing?
Oh, what's up?
There we
Nice.
That one cut right to the... Yeah.
Nice.
That was a good one.
Like, okay.
That's a good one.
nice one.
All right. Give me I got it here. This is a popular handheld game series.
Okay.
Has chapters entitled The Diabolical Box and The Curious Village.
Fire Emblem? No, it's not.
Is it a Pokemon?
No, it's not a Pokemon. It's a...
No, those are
I
always
think
colors.
there might be only 3 games in the series, but the first 2 were really popular. It's a puzzle-solving game.
So it's a handheld.
Yeah.
Do you have a year for
DS.
us?
I didn't...
DS era. Okay.
Yeah.
Didn't have
Yeah.
one.
You and your sidekick.
What were the names of the titles again?
The Diabolical Box and The Curious Village.
No, I have
give it to
no
you?
idea.
Why do I not know that? I feel like
you might... Professor Layton. Remember that
No.
series?
Yeah. No.
Yeah?
No.
Did that come out?
no.
Did that come out after Phoenix?
I was
the
reading
lawyer?
the wife.
So the reason I didn't know that is because I didn't fucking know what that was.
Yeah.
No,
that
just
could happen.
yeah. I just want to clarify that for our listeners. I've not heard of that, and I probably should have.
All right.
I've let you all down.
So everybody
myself.
knows, and you see all the memes on, I don't know, wherever, the interweb.
Usually you see those
interwebs,
on the internet or in my living room, depending on
And
where
it's like some guy making a mistake, and the screen goes to back, and it fades, and it says "wasted."
Grand Theft Auto?
Appears on the screen.
Yeah.
That is a throwback to the death screen from Grand Theft Auto.
Yeah.
And there's a different game that's got the screen goes black and writing in blood. You are dead, or you're
Resident
dead.
Evil.
Yeah. It's a good one.
They made it scary.
I'll give you. What kidnapping boss is famous for large scale
Bowser?
epic battles
No.
that usually end with his weakness being his tail.
Bowser.
Yeah, it's Bowser. Yeah. That's what I had for you guys.
Good.
All right.
Those some good ones.
Yeah.
Those some hard ones, man.
Some
I like
challenge.
it. Hey, I just want to say, I recognize the effort going into this because these questions that you're throwing at us are wildly fucking varying.
Oh, dude.
Yeah.
It's
There's some left field in there.
Pretty good stuff. Really like that.
tune in next week.
Hey, everybody. Thanks for listening to the Nameless Gamers PDX podcast. We're going to take a break. And when we come back, we will have news and then some other
Things
good,
and stuff?
good stuff. We'll talk about Destiny 2. We'll be right back.
Yep.
This episode of Nameless Gamers PDX podcast is brought to you in part by Casper. I don't know about you, but I value a good night's sleep. If you're looking for a sleep cheat code, we recommend Casper. Casper is an online retailer of premium mattresses for a fraction of the price. They're a new hybrid mattress that combines premium latex foam with memory foam, so they're extra comfortable. They also have a risk-free trial and return policy. Try sleeping on a Casper for 100 days with free delivery and painless returns. You can get $50 towards any mattress purchase by visiting www.casper.com/friends/NGPDX. What are you waiting for? Go to casper.com/friends/NGPDX and get your $50 and get started today. Thanks, Casper. Hey everybody, welcome back to the Nameless Gamers PDX podcast, where we're going to talk about some video games. I believe where we left off before that wonderful commercial about beds happened. We were talking. That was
Everybody's got to sleep, right?
Everybody needs good.
Hey,
night's
if you
sleep.
want your sleep cheat code, head on over there and get that. But before we were talking about that, Tony had left us with a little bit of news that we were going to discuss, and I'd like to go ahead and get to that.
All right, so the big news.
What is it?
Oh, fellas, good job, first of all.
We meant to do that.
Yes. First of all, it's really the only news that matters. Let's start there.
What is the only news that just tell me what the fucking is?
All right, fuck you.
Okay.
Destiny 2.
Oh, we were talking about that
Yes.
already. Man, come on, man. That wasn't okay.
No, well, yeah, we were talking it in private.
What can you
we
tell
weren't
me?
talking on the
Yeah.
show.
What
So
can
that
you-
was announced yesterday,
Yes.
right?
Right.
So, Randy, I know you said you watched the full reveal trailer after
did.
work.
Yeah.
I know that
I
we
watched a couple YouTube videos
Yeah.
and a little bit of
Yeah, right before
all of us as
thing
a
down
group
little bit.
watched some one thing I did notice is in those whether it's the gameplay or the story trailers that they're releasing, they are very much leaning heavily on Nathan Fillion,
Yeah.
his character.
Yeah.
right on.
You know,
And they paid for it, right?
Yeah, well, hell, they're like, fuck
Yeah.
you, hey, we're gonna
Yeah.
pay for this, we're gonna lean on you for it.
Yeah.
So,
Slinging that game.
so a few bits and pieces about it.
Well, we know for
This
sure.
time, it's coming out on PC as well as consoles.
Ooh,
Oh yeah.
this will make
So-
you happy.
yeah,
Yes.
Destiny was never released on PC.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah.
It was very similar to. It reminds me of when Bungie was acquired by Microsoft.
Yeah.
Originally,
And Halo.
and Halo.
Yeah.
Halo had originally been intended for PC.
yeah.
Right.
Because that was the FPS domain.
Okay.
You had Quake, all the Quakes, all the Dooms, and everything. Wolfensteins. You
Yeah.
had all of that on PC. So PC
There was even
getting
some
a
talk
little.
that they were going to link the big Apple shooter was Marathon to Halo.
Yeah.
Because it was
The
Bungie.
Mac
Because Bungie
version.
did.
I don't know
if
Bungie
that ever
eventually
happened.
released a PC version, but it was literally like 6 months before Halo 2 came out that they released Halo on
Yeah.
PC.
Yeah.
And then they just like, fuck it, never mind, we're not doing this for the rest of them. But anyways, so one of the big pieces of news is that obviously with the original Destiny, they had partnered with Activision, also
Right.
known as Activision Blizzard is the actual company name.
Right.
Oh yeah.
So the PC version is going to be backboned by Blizzard.
Right.
So it's going to be part of the Blizzard launcher, or as they called it during the
Lovingly
release,
called it. Lovingly.
Battle.net.
Battle.net.
Yeah.
Although
Although
to be gone.
but they're not using that name anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Remember, we got away from that. Like,
Right.
Yeah.
like 4 episodes ago, I
Yeah.
believe we talked about that.
Blizzard dumps
somewhere.
Battle.net. Yeah.
Yeah, they dumped Battle.net about 4 episodes ago.
Anyway.
So about what, 3 months ago?
it's
about
been a while.
3-4 months ago. Yeah.
Regardless, they had no trouble fucking spitting that out at this
Yeah.
Destiny
Yeah.
launch.
As
few times.
as our conversation before
Maybe they weren't
the,
supposed to say that. They were supposed to call it something else.
No,
but
no,
they didn't know.
no. This was intentional.
yeah.
Yeah.
They wanted to make
they
sure-
asked, Polygon, I believe, had an article where they asked him about it, and he was like, "Yeah, no, we made an exception for this launch."
because they wanted to make
Really?
sure
Yeah.
everybody knew exactly what they
Yeah,
were talking
because that
about.
brand
wow.
is not on par with that Battle.net name.
Yeah,
I don't know why
Yeah.
they chose to do this. First of all, it's just weird. It's like
Yeah.
why fix it if it ain't broke type of thing.
Yeah.
Like,
Exactly.
why are they
Yeah.
doing this anyway?
I mean, Battle.net's been around since Diablo 2.
it's true. It's weird. I don't know
Diablo,
why. they
I don't
decided to
know.
change
I
it.
mean,
Long time.
a long fucking time. So Battle.net's been around since like Diablo 2, and StarCraft, The original. So we're talking later 90s, 97, 98 era.
All right.
6, 7, something like that.
It's about 20 years. 20 years.
Yeah,
or so.
we're looking at 20 years. So you've literally ingrained this into people for 20 years, sort of like Valve has done with Steam.
Right.
As Valve and Steam are kind of synonymous. Battle.net and Blizzard are synonymous anymore.
Okay.
But something Randy told me, I did not get the opportunity to watch the reveal trailer, but I've seen plenty of articles on it. With the PC version, apparently frame rates are unlocked.
Yeah.
And additionally,
PC version only, yeah.
Yeah. Additionally, apparently they did see that they want to make it so that it's not a resource hog, so you don't need top end hardware for it. So, which I thought was actually a really good idea.
Yeah.
I mean, I run fairly decent hardware nowadays. I'm not completely broke, so I can actually afford the occasional decent upgrade. Mm-hmm. I'm not like
every couple of years you can get that new.
I can get that
card.
really nice whatever. Yeah.
Right on. So,
that's actually kind of good though, because I remember the years where I struggled as a PC player. You tended to run with what they would call like a mid class, you didn't have the top of the line, and there were games like a lot of the Cryotech games. Well, as one of your favorite series, Far Cry.
Mm-hmm.
As a game
Cryotech.
manufacturer, though, yes, you want to be able to utilize the top tier gear, but if it runs fine on mid level, right? Why not?
Yeah.
Why not let it? You get more sales that way. I don't know. Yeah.
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 Sorry.
No,
that's the minimum requirement for playing the game. You have to have
because
the best stuff that does come
out. And to make it look decent,
console.
Yeah. But that's something that Blizzard's been known for, and I think that's part of where they're taking that in. That Blizzard is kind of helping out with Bungie on that, is taking that, making it look good on that mid-range hardware. It still looks good. I mean, you got to remember they've had years of that. WoW, StarCraft 2.
Yeah.
And all that. Okay.
Well, let me ask you if you before you move on from a Destiny 2. Now they're making it for PC. Is that going to be like cross-platform playable?
I really
together,
fucking hope so.
Yeah, we were talking about that earlier.
Yeah.
No.
So my thought on
gonna get it?
My thought on that before we jump into who's going to get it.
Yeah. Okay.
So Randy brought this up, and it's a very good point. Is PvP?
Right.
You have keyboard and mouse versus controller. Keyboard and mouse tends to be more responsive because it's a mouse and a keyboard. We've covered this in
you should be able to
ad nauseum on this.
If you can adjust your sensitivity.
Ad nauseum is a good terminology for that.
My thought was make PvE, so player versus environment, or you versus basically the computer, the AI.
Yeah.
Make
co-op.
Make that.
Also console players know this as co-op.
Yeah,
You're
co-op
playing as a team.
Yeah. Make that cross-platform with PS4, Xbox, and PC. Make PvP Xbox, PS4, and PC. Like two separate. So you got console and PC. If you really want to make it if you really want to do it. Now, the only issue you run into there is if you have a high volume in one or the other, you run into wait times, stuff like that.
Right.
Whatever.
No, but
that's my thought on it. If you can do it, fucking do it.
Yeah.
We've seen Microsoft's doing it. Ben and I play Forza. I play on my PC. Ben plays on his Xbox One.
How's that keyboard and mouse work for you on Forza?
I actually plugged my controller in for that.
Because it's better.
But that's not a shooter. I mean, if it's a FPS, I will play on my keyboard and mouse. I do not like playing with two sticks.
Will they let Battlefield 1 play? Well, we could discuss that later.
Yeah, we'll discuss that later. But no, they don't. Unless anybody else has any other questions about Destiny 2.
No.
Well, my only question was going to be are you guys going to get it? Because I have a cluster of friends
I'm pretty sure that's just a thing that I'm going to get.
I am.
Soon as even if we all get it, I would be playing, like, you guys are probably, you're an early morning player, you're a evening to
This time of day
midnight
player.
player, so
Yeah.
I'm
then you're a fairly late night.
I'm a late player, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, we probably won't be online at the same time anyway. So.
Scott and I probably have the best opportunity to hit up with each other just because,
Yeah.
I mean, we run a fairly similar schedule, you know. So if there is that cross
There.
Things change. You never know.
platform.
There's always days. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Other big news released just a couple days ago. If anybody's ever played Witcher, I know Randy has.
Oh,
I've dabbled a little bit in Witcher.
I heard about
Witcher
this.
series.
I heard about this.
2015.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Witcher 3.
Yeah.
Game of the
Conan
year.
O'Brien did a review.
Yeah.
Really nice, funny
Yeah.
review.
He
Good.
did.
That's right.
So,
He declared it pretty much the best thing ever.
so Witcher. So first of all, Witcher is based off a series of books.
Right.
By it's a Eastern European author. I'm not even going to bother trying to pronounce his name.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Type of schlack is
There's a ski at the end of it, I know. So I think he's Polish.
Mopski. Yeah.
The ski tends to be a Polish last name. Not racist. No, it is. I got family that's Polish.
Either way, all right.
It's a very Polish last name.
You're talking about the Netflix.
The Witcher Netflix series. Yes. So they're basing it actually
Could be
off
cool.
the books, not the game. Technically.
Okay.
Technically.
That's just fine.
Now,
But
did they-
People that play the game will probably like it, and they'll recognize, they'll get references. They'll
I mean,
recognize
it's still the
characters.
same.
They'll recognize equipment. Yeah.
It's still the same idea. Yeah, it's based off the books, not
It's
the game.
probably better that
But the
way.
game's based off the books too. So it's like saying the Spider-Man game is based off the comic,
Right.
not the movie. Well, the movie's based off the comic too.
Right. It all comes full circle at
Yeah,
some
exactly.
point. Somehow. Yeah. Totally. But yeah.
So that was one of the big ones. The other one is the delay with the new South Park game.
been a
so it's
delay for like a year and a
second
half,
delay
hasn't
now.
there?
So they're pushing out towards the what is it? The holiday season. So
Okay.
Oh,
September,
Christmas or
November.
whatever.
Yeah. So originally it was supposed to come out last holiday.
Yeah.
Then it was supposed to come out last month in
Last
March.
holiday?
Last holiday
I
season.
guess. Yeah.
You know, last Christmas Eve.
Last December.
Yeah.
I was trying to
November
that Queen
usually.
Latifah flick or something last holiday. Anyway,
what?
it was a stupid joke. Carry on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a
we're
bad
we're
joke.
all in agreement. We're all in agreement. That was terrible.
So the new one,
the new South Park.
yeah. So it's the
Truth
fractured butthole.
Oh, the fractured butthole.
Fractured butthole is
I
now
thought it was
apparently
fractured, but whole.
yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Okay.
You're gonna
yes.
say it fast.
I mean, it's really all
fish
about that
sticks.
I get it. Yeah.
It's
The
really all
speed
about
with
that
which you
cadence.
pronounce
Fish
it.
sticks.
Yeah.
I mean sticks.
They're so clever. Old.
So it's supposed to be kind of a.
Parker
It's
and
the follow up with Stick of Truth, which was like
Very good game.
Yeah, I still need to play that. I've heard nothing but fabulous reviews on it.
Really, I haven't really heard anything about it. It just didn't look all that great to me. I didn't.
Well, it's one of those games where it's you. So first of all, Stick of Truth is an RPG game. The new one
Okay. Yeah.
is also going to be an RPG game. So it's if you like RPG games, apparently it's a great game.
Okay.
If you don't like RPG games, obviously you're not going to like it.
Well, I mean, no, I'm open to anything.
Yeah, but it's
Just
the
don't sell me on-
classic.
don't try and sell me Castle Defense. I'm probably not going to do Castle Defense. Yeah.
It's apparently
Tower Defense or whatever. You want to
it's
call it.
apparently
Yeah.
though it's going to be same idea. It's an RPG, but it's a new story. So the original one, Matt Stone, Trey Parker were very involved with that one. Apparently, they're pretty involved with this one too. It's from what I'm hearing.
That
Right
might
on.
make
Yeah.
it worth the wait.
Yeah.
You know, if you're into that type of shit. Because like that last South Park was very. You know how South Park has those moments where like kind of like it feels almost like. I guess I'll compare it to like The Office, like when Michael Scott does something that you're just like, oh,
fuck.
Jesus, and
Yeah,
you're like
yeah.
embarrassed for him.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like South Park has those moments where you're just like, oh, I hope no one else sees that because like that's funny to me, but like God, that's real. That's a real deep cut.
Yeah.
You know, like I don't know if that's for everybody. You know, like that's a little tasteless, maybe even.
It makes sense, but yeah,
Um,
it's not for everybody.
Yeah, that game had some of that shit going on, like where you're like, lucky it's just me playing, like, and no one else
Yeah.
is watching this.
it's
but
not it's not a multiplayer game.
yeah, but it's like because it's so real South Park that way.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking because of their involvement that this will probably have those moments as well where you're kind of like,
It's that moment where
It's
you
just
feel
over the top.
dirty. It's like you feel
It's-
dirty for
it's just
playing
a
or
little
watching
bit
it.
Well, you
you know how they always push shit just like a step
it's
too
funny.
far.
It's funny to
Yeah.
cross the line.
Yeah.
It's funny to cross the third time, the fifth time,
He was
the
a
200th time.
habitual
Yeah,
line
okay, we
stepper.
get it. You guys like that word, and you're just going to keep blurting it out.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
fucking get it. It's
Yeah.
stop being funny 10 minutes ago. Yeah,
Charlie Murphy would call them habitual line steppers. For
yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
That's the thing. If he was, may he rest in peace.
So Scott, got some good news for you.
What's that?
There's some rumors coming out for a Far Cry 5
I know. I have heard
Ooh.
rumors. I
Yeah.
do
Are
subscribe
we
from Ubisoft. Yeah.
to our Facebook page.
Tell me,
Nice.
tell me, we're not in the
do
primitive.
like that.
Fucking,
Oh,
we're
so
not.
you
We're not
knew-
carrying stones and
No,
throwing
I don't
spears.
think it
anymore.
is. I don't think it is.
No.
We haven't seen much though. So
Rumor has it. I do. I'll jump in here. I do know a little bit of a rumor that it may be a Western type game.
Oh, badass!
I hear rumors of.
So they're trying to cash in on the Red Dead
Western.
Redemption 2.
I don't know if they're trying to cash in on it as much as that Far Cry has visited just about every fucking
Yeah.
facet
Yeah.
of
A Western
Polynesia,
Far- but-
China.
Yeah,
Far
yeah.
Cry- Far Cry does really. Who
Yeah.
makes Far
Yeah.
Cry? I
They
can't
go-
even think of the
Cryotech.
studio.
Crytek, yeah, they
Okay.
but yeah, they do
They
bounce
do
around.
a really good job.
Yeah.
And they've never like Primal. I guess would be, I guess the more recently in my memory, probably like the worst, and it wasn't that bad. It was pretty good.
Yeah. You didn't play Blood Dragon that
Yeah,
long.
yeah.
No,
Like
but
that.
no,
Blood
Blood Dragon.
Dragon
Blood
is-
Dragon was a very specific cliche.
No,
kind of
yeah, I
thing.
know.
Yeah.
But,
And Blood
It
Dragon was very.
Blood Dragon was
I would
awesome.
put that-
It was fun.
Blood Dragon was
it's
circa
interesting.
1980s action movie,
Yeah.
as well as kind of 1980s,
But
late
no,
80s.
I haven't.
late
I've
80s,
never. I
early
didn't.
90s
I didn't
game.
get that deep into it.
Yeah.
So maybe you're onto something there.
I'm on a little bit of something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You probably know more
Yeah.
about that than I do. But it started off pretty good. That first couple, it got pretty hard at one. Well, I had it on a harder setting too.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, but 5, like I guess that was the thing. A lot of people were mistaking some image that was found. I think it was like someone posted on Reddit or something like that. I couldn't find it. I looked for it.
Okay.
That was supposedly taken at some like Montana. I don't know if it was like a
Company
set
workshop?
or something like that, or yeah, but it was very intentionally like Western. Some people were speculating that this was for Red Dead Redemption, and it turned out that
It was for Far Cry.
that Cryotech was like that's our image. I believe this is how it went. Is they were like
That's our image, take
They
it
didn't
down,
say what it
assholes.
was for, but then like the next day they were like, Far Cry 5 is probably going to happen. Just going to throw that out there. And so, like, I think that might be correlated, obviously. But I mean, that's what the 2
That's speculation,
plus 2
then,
equals
yeah.
4 formula is for everybody.
1 plus
but I don't
1
know.
equals 2.
That could be very
we'll see.
interesting.
Yeah. So apparently, so I've heard some conflicting on this. I've heard that we've got a new Assassin's Creed possibly coming out this year. I know that me personally am not a big Assassin's Creed fan. I like the idea of them.
You are. You just haven't played them yet.
Yeah, that's probably true.
They're pretty crazy.
So apparently there's supposed to be a new Assassin's Creed, but I've also heard some talk that maybe they may be
Ending it.
not ending it, but just shelving it for a year or two. I've heard a little bit of mix, so it's one of those where it's like, well, what do you believe? Do you believe one or the other? So maybe we got a new not Far Cry,
Assassin's Creed?
a new Assassin's Creed.
Yeah.
Maybe
Could
we
be.
do, maybe we don't.
Do I want a new Assassin's Creed? Ask
Yeah.
me that question, because I'm almost at the point where it's like, I think we have enough of that. I think we have enough Assassin's Creeds. I don't know, but you know, who knows? Maybe they are putting something together. And if they are,
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of the games that they've made have been really, really successful. Some of them have been, better than others. But
Yeah.
does it? I mean,
I like the
when you-
concept
when you
of
call-
Black
'cause,
Flag,
like,
though.
We were talking about this the other day. It's like how many sequels is acceptable to
Well,
you?
like some of them aren't all sequels. There's the
Yeah,
ship-
some of them are prequels.
what was the
Origins
ship,
is a
There's
prequel.
a lot
Black
of just
Flag.
side
Yeah, Black
story
Flag
games
was
to
the.
that.
Yeah,
Right.
there's a few spin-offs.
Oh,
yeah.
that's right. We were talking about the natural progression of things, and I think that what I was talking about was like when it comes to a franchise, if we're trying to establish a franchise, the natural progression of things is it's natural to have the first title, and then that
2.
title 2, and then even 3. And then after 3,
It better be a goddamn good prequel.
We either better come out with a good prequel, or we better come out with like, I don't want to hear 4. You know what I mean? Like I don't want to hear.
Off. You need to spin off something else. Let's change gears. And throw
Well, you got to remember too. Assassin's Creed. It was like 1, 2, a Assassin's Creed subtitle. I can't remember all of them. Then it was 4, and then it was like Black Flag, and then it was it's this.
And they're kind of following chapters in history as well.
Yeah, because there was the Revolutionary War one.
I'll bet you if they were the next Assassin's Creed could be in Western time.
No, they're talking Egypt.
That's the rumor.
That would be cool.
It's the rumor.
That would be cool. All right.
So like an Assassin's Creed Origins kind of thing in Egypt, you know.
Right on. See that? So that intrigues me right there.
Yeah.
That's
like ancient Egypt, we don't get enough of that, to be honest.
Persia killed it.
Prince of
Persia killed Egypt.
Yeah.
Let's just say there was a lot of good games before that. And then
So the last thing I got for us right now is Overwatch is about to hit a year old.
Overwatch is 1. So this
Only
this
one.
would be the time of year where we normally get Overwatch 2. But
yeah, as PC World calls it, toddler status.
Toddler status.
Yeah.
Right on. That's
so. Apparently, they're going to be doing
they've
a
been
bunch
adding
of
a few things to it here.
Oh yeah,
and there. They've unlocked a couple characters.
I think they're
it's growing really nicely. I like the way they're doing it.
Next weekend,
you don't have to buy the new character every time.
So you're not. First of all, you're not getting this post dated on us.
Yeah.
Next weekend, there's going to be a free to play weekend.
Yeah. So
I've also heard that they're going to be
back.
adding a couple, like 2 or 3 more maps here in the very near future.
Yeah, that could be.
I don't know. Did you hear about that, Randy, at all?
Right on.
No, but I mean, it doesn't surprise me. I mean, they're adding new stuff all the time. There's speculation of new heroes constantly. And as fast as Capcom's adding heroes to their games, doesn't surprise me that Blizzard is dropping them in like, hotcakes. And they've been fun. I mean, they're not all meta when they drop in, and it takes a little time to develop. I get it. Lucio is actually at the top of the rank right now as far as like meta.
Oh shit! I was playing the other day,
fun.
and had some good fun with Lucio.
Yeah,
little COT or COF, capture the flag.
Yeah.
One last thing though, rolling back to Destiny 2 that I just saw just recently. So I know Randy knows this. You fellas, you're not PC players. You're not WoW players. WoW has a token system, so you can pay in-game gold to buy tokens. Okay. Now, just recently, a couple episodes I think we talked about, you can convert those tokens into real-life currency or into game time.
Okay, I think I remember that.
Apparently, the Destiny announcement yesterday that Blizzard's basically supporting this and is being a part of it. So the Blizzard end of Activision is supporting it. Apparently caused a big giant spike, like a big ass spike in the cost of these tokens for in-game currency.
Oh, really?
Oh, right, right.
Because you could turn it into game time?
Yeah. So how it works?
To pay to play.
How it works is, say I buy a token, I buy it with real cash. Mm-hmm. I pay $15. Mm-hmm. You buy it with in-game currency. Mm-hmm. So now I
5
take
gold,
that
10 gold, 15 gold.
100,000 gold is roughly US
100,000 gold.
It takes so easy to get gold nowadays, though.
Okay.
So, anyways, you buy it from me. I get that 100,000 gold.
Okay.
So it's basically this was designed to be their anti-farming. So you get a lot of farming out of like China and stuff like that, where copyright laws.
Yeah, they're selling
those laws.
They're
don't
selling already maxed out characters.
They don't recognize those laws. So
that's why they make them fucking release drop rates and shit like that.
Right,
so the farming companies can plan better.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because apparently, like I've even heard that like the government like is into that. So
yeah.
But anyways, the whole Blizzard being involved with Destiny caused a big spike last night. Right after the announcement, it caused a big spike in those prices in both the US
for online for
tokens and,
for game time
and the European tokens.
Wow.
Yeah,
that makes sense.
And then it immediately came back down because they're like, oh wait, that's like it's September 8th, so it's
Right,
like
yeah.
what, 4 months from now.
There's some time.
Yeah. They're like, oh wait, I guess we can wait a little bit.
Right. We don't have to be so fucking excited.
Yeah.
But I certainly do get that initial excitement because
Yeah.
I watched that whole announcement and I was certainly like sold.
Yeah.
Like I'll be doing that. But
Yeah.
Anyway,
If you didn't know, too, you get if you pre-order, you get the early beta access. So
Yeah,
if
that'll
you're
be
interested,
cool. Fun?
if you're interested in jumping in
Okay.
early, they'll probably wipe your characters because that's what Blizzard does.
Oh, yeah. You're not going to be able to
Yeah.
carry it over
No.
into the live game.
No.
Yeah.
well,
the option is there to
Destiny
recreate them.
2, I
right?
think that's what happens anyway. So
Yeah.
where you
But
plan
it sounds
that's
like
where you start.
you get to carry the actual individual character over.
Oh,
maybe?
okay.
From some articles I've seen, I was perusing while we were
Yeah.
first of all during the break and prior to the episode. I was perusing real quick. It sounds like there may be some character transfer over. You're not going to keep your skills, your weapons,
Right.
Because go watch the cinematics. You're gonna see
Yeah.
Nathan Fillion tells you why you don't get to keep your weapons.
Nathan Fillion knows what your shit is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's going on?
They took it all.
Nathan Fillion will tell you how the fucking cow eats the cabbage. Baby.
Exactly.
Listen to all that.
But they're talking about there's rumors about migrating to from console to PC, so there may be some cross console migration. So like PS4 to Xbox or vice versa. We may see this, we may not. So there may be some account migrations. Whether
Okay.
the individual character transfers or not, we don't know.
Yeah.
But-
Has anybody been playing anything other than what we've been talking about?
Yeah,
I mean,
I
I've
did.
been playing. I did not get to play Destiny 2. I did get to watch it.
Yeah.
I feel cheated. I expect Bungie to call me personally. They have my number and my email. I'm pretty sure.
Bungie?
Yeah, they have it all.
You know where to go. It's right there. Ben, have you been playing anything though?
It's the same game, but I bought the Hot Wheels expansion
Yes.
for the Forza Horizon, which is fucking awesome. This is everything
It's
you dreamed
goofy
about.
awesome, though.
This is everything you dreamed about when you were a kid. It's a driving simulator with the big giant with the orange tracks
Yes.
doing huge
Orange and blue tracks,
huge
yeah.
loop de loops in the sky and shit. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's pretty crazy. There's some specific, like some of those, the big loops and stuff.
Yeah.
If you're not on the right line, you're just going to fall right off the track. And in the
Yeah.
simulator, you just fall and then you're going and you don't reset till you land sometimes,
Yeah.
or you don't reset till you like fall for so many seconds. And it's like, oh,
Or
crap.
or you don't even reset unless you land upside down.
It's like
I had a couple times where if you land on your wheels,
Forza's a little different. It's a time base. Like if you're
Yeah.
off track for so long, you'll reset. But the thing that they do is like the Hot Wheels tracks with the large humps and the hoops and the
There's the
twists
speed
and the
boosts
things or
and-
whatever. They like you're going to leave the track in slow motion almost. You're doing, I don't know, 100, 200 fucking miles an hour.
Yeah.
And suddenly your tires aren't touching the track anymore. It doesn't matter what you do. Does not matter. Your vehicle's been thrown in the air and you're just going to walk away slowly from the track and you're like, ah, crap.
yeah.
There's no catching that race, man.
Played that last
Yeah.
weekend for a few minutes. It was
fun.
quite fun.
Yeah.
hear
Did
it's
you ever
kind-
play with the
someone said
car
that-
that we purchased for free? that
did
free
you guys
car?
get a
Sorry.
different-
Oh, yes.
Did you play with the little twin engine, whatever it is?
Vaguely, not
No?
real long.
No.
I think I drove around in it. I didn't
Yeah.
do a race.
Someone told me that it was like,
Lots of power.
hey, if you have a Nintendo Switch, you have Mario Kart, and if you have Xbox, this plugs that fucking hole, and like this is the game
Yeah.
to play, and like
Yes.
that's what you
It's
get.
basically Mario Kart.
Sounds pretty
for
damn
Xbox.
fun.
It's pretty crazy.
It looked cool, it looks nice.
They need to
course,
add a
Forza always
battle
does.
arena with missiles and machine guns. I'll probably
Yeah.
play a little bit more.
Oh, they have.
Yeah.
Well, they have
Twisted Metal and Forza.
that'd be crazy. Forza has
Forza Metal.
Yeah, they've had infected game modes, but what I need is we need a good arena for infected where
Like the old Beaumont.
yeah, yes. In the original Forza, you could play in Beaumont, and it was awesome, dude. There was hours and hours of fun just dodging car
was
tag,
just-
you're dodging whoever's it, or you're
And it was
chasing-
all twisty turny.
Yeah.
There were no there were like what 3 long stretches. And that
There was a couple of stretches.
The outside,
and it was
basically.
like a small neighborhood, a town
Yeah.
neighborhood. You had a couple 90-degree corners, and yeah, that was
that
where
was
it
always
at.
fun. Yeah.
Anyway, you play anything
What about
new,
you,
dude?
Scott?
Well, I was doing some retro gaming. We picked up Mario All Stars, Super Nintendo.
Yeah, the
Nice.
Oh,
Yeah,
bouncing
the
around
RPG.
playing that.
That's one of my favorite SNES
no, All-Stars.
titles.
Not RPG. All-Star.
This is SNES.
Yes.
No, yeah. Sorry,
1,
I'm
2,
thinking
3,
of the Secret
Lost.
Star. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been having some fun with that. Been playing a little bit more of the Ghost Recon. I finally got on with some people that I can talk to and make sense playing the game.
Yeah, nice.
It's so
People
much
we
better.
actually
Are you
know,
enjoying-
or
yeah,
that
people
will-
that I know.
Nice.
Yeah.
So
cool.
much funner to actually get on with people and
Seems
play.
like
and,
it'd be one of those games where it'd be more fun to do that.
It really
with,
is, yeah.
you know.
Well,
And, like
that's-
trying to get on with random people.
That was one of
Yeah.
my biggest complaints with like watching people play Destiny is you had no like the ability to group up with people you knew.
Yeah.
To start your
Yeah.
raid
Yeah.
or whatever you're going to
Or-
go.
Which, by the way, in Destiny 2, I watched that presentation last night. Seems like they've corrected that in a big way. And I think it might have to do with Blizzard. I don't know for
Yeah.
sure. I don't want to speculate, but it seems like they're using a lot of that tech,
Okay.
You're right on.
which is cool because it's all in game.
yeah.
So, anyway, pretty cool.
Destiny 2.
What? What? But yeah,
No,
just
probably not. But
been having fun with that. So
Yeah,
you know.
nice.
What about you, Tony? Anything new? Anything
so I mentioned last episode I might fire up and join up with Star Citizen, which was what I was talking about at the beginning of the episode. It's still in an alpha state.
Okay.
And it's very raw still. They basically allow you three things to do. You get to run around on the planet. You get to play a little bit of PvP first-person shooter, and you get to do a little bit of PvP dogfighting in a spaceship.
Yeah, that's
That sounds
supposed to be
like fun.
pretty damn
That's cool.
rad. Like the space sim portion of that game is supposed to be pretty damn good.
It was pretty good. I mean, it's got the basically what would happen actually in space. So you let off the engine, you keep fucking moving. You know, it's not
yeah.
like a lot of those space
yeah, the
sims.
physics are
The
more
physics are fairly
realistic.
realistic. I mean, so if you want to stop, you've got to basically reverse reverse thruster. I mean, it's that. If you want to equate it to a TV show, it's the modern version of Battlestar Galactica.
BSG? Okay.
Yeah. With the Raptor fighters and stuff.
Yeah.
If you ever watch it, even if you just watch the space battle scenes, that's exactly what this is. I mean, it's you have to reverse thruster.
There's no gravity, so
Go off out into space.
Everything is
So-
burst. Everything is burst this way, that way.
Exactly. Yeah.
And back in the day, there was a game that was like that for Nintendo called Solar Jetman.
Yeah.
And it literally had those physics. So, like,
Yeah.
it was like an anti-gravity situation. And if you're moving one way, it's like the laws of physics apply. You'll continue in that direction until
acted upon by
yeah,
equal or greater
exactly.
force. Yep.
And so you would have to turn
basically
and move.
Newton's first law of motion right there.
Correct. And like Solar Jetman for the Nintendo, I remember being a real fucking lesson. Actually, it was more of like a real harsh punishment and learning how that all worked because that game was really, really fucking hard. But they were blowing that game up on like commercials on Saturday morning, like back in the day, and like
Really?
yeah, Solar Jetman for Nintendo. Look it up on YouTube if you want to. I'm sure there's probably a commercial out there. But yeah, Solar Jetman, and it did have those like weird ass physics. Now it was 8-bit. Nintendo wasn't like super exceptional as far as like graphics and stuff, but like with those physics, it was probably the only game that I can think of from that genre that had that type of like behavior and stuff. That,
Yeah.
it was just kind of a one-off weirdo.
I mean, it reminds me of, I don't know if we've ever talked about him, but our friend Dom, he was really big into a game called Jump Gate Evolution.
Yeah.
It never came out.
Yeah, it never came out, did
there's
it?
Long story on that, but
That's a different story for a different podcast entirely.
yeah, but it had that same physics.
Hey,
yeah.
at least
Yeah.
you got a T-shirt.
Yeah, you got a T-shirt for
That's
it.
right.
But it had that same physics, and
Get a T-shirt
Which-
for a game that doesn't.
it's been very few and far between where you get games that have that physics,
Right.
Which is cool. I mean, it adds a new layer to that. So to be honest, I have not played it much, but really all I've played is
Looking
the
forward
flight
to it.
sim portion because that's where it's all about.
Yeah.
That's where it's at.
Yeah.
Sweet.
So Rando,
And in other news, I have been juggling some games. I've been juggling Little Nightmares. I need to just wrap it up. It's like a 5-hour game, and I just haven't really found an excuse to finish it. I need to
Okay.
do that. Super cool. I talked about it, I think, maybe on last podcast, but it's sort of like a 3D Limbo or Inside situation.
Okay.
Where you can interact and solve puzzles with using things in the background. You're a small rain-coated thing, and you're on a ship type setting, and you're trying to solve these puzzles and get through without dying. There's these crazy monsters and enemies that you face that are very, very odd and very like how the caterpillar and like all of the characters are in like Alice in Wonderland. They're very much like that on an evil villainous type scale. In this game, so they're very like it's one of those games where it's very imaginative and odd. But I've been playing that. I've been playing. Actually, they did a big sale this last week on Xbox One, where on the marketplace they were getting rid of a lot of the backwards compatible games that were for 360.
Right.
I think that might be even going on right now. Don't quote me on that, but I think it is. And so I've been wanting to get a copy of Street Fighter 4 for like a year, and I'm like, okay, I'll just go buy it at a store. I'll find it, and then like when I get there, like I always find something better that I want. And like Street Fighter 4 was just not at the top of the list. But I'm a big fighting game fan. I figure I need to play this game more religiously because I've been playing Killer Instinct a lot on Xbox One, which is one of the best fighting games I've ever played. It's really, really good. But yeah, so I ordered a copy of it was on sale, so the digital copy of Street Fighter 4. And I started playing that. I've just been messing around with it over the last couple days.
Okay.
How do you like it?
It's good. I mean, it's not a new game. I played it before. It's been around for years.
Yeah, because they're on 5 right now, right?
Yeah, I don't want to bite on that yet because it's just
still
such an
bad.
ugly launch. And like, I played some of it. We played some of it at BetaCon.
Yeah,
and like
even
the guy that like owned the machines or whatever that was there with us, he's like, check out those physics, and it was like some weird ass glitch happening at like the player select screen.
Yeah,
so like we hadn't even started yet, and it was like, that's
her
weird.
hair was like coming out of it was going behind her shoulder.
And if you remember, we played fucking Street Fighter 5. Was it Rose City?
Yeah, it was. We played it the year before. They did a tournament
over a year ago. Yeah, it was like right after it came out.
I think it was like Origin, and they did the tournament.
Yeah,
there, and they had the big Dark Souls thing.
Yeah,
that was cool. But yeah, this is the newest version, and still, I mean, this was like maybe a month ago, and like it was still like questionable. At that point, anyway. So, but 4 is very good. I like it. They've had time to like polish that up and get it going and all that good stuff.
Yeah.
So it's fun. So I've been balancing between a bunch of weird stuff, but anyway. And we'll talk about that more maybe next week. There's some other stuff I've been playing on PC. PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds. I think I don't know if anyone else has been playing that. I've been playing that, and that's just as intense as the last time I talked about it. Yeah, that's real fun.
Battlegrounds?
Yeah.
No,
that's PC only, right?
Yeah, that's PC only right now.
It is right now.
Some of the videos, it looks like fun.
You can watch anyone stream that game, and like it doesn't matter who's playing, it's still fucking interesting because there's so much mania that like you can't control how your match is going to turn out.
Yeah.
There's just no fucking way. You can I mean, you can try and you can I just don't. There's no one that I know that's like, I'm the best at this game. Because there's so much chaos theory that goes into every match.
Yeah.
So much randomness.
That it makes it hard. So until, let's say, I know it's going to happen eventually, but until someone gets to that point, there's no one is the greatest. You know what I mean? You're always, 10, there's 100 people. You finish somewhere between, like, I think the highest I finished is like in the top 10.
Nice.
It's been the best I've done, and that was because I just stayed in the water and hid from everybody. So like, there's different ways you can go about doing it that will yield different results. But
I'm kind of curious, but I would have to go through a lot of trouble to hook up a controller. Let's be honest, an Xbox controller.
Yeah, if you're going to use,
get that dialed in.
Tried it with the controller. Yeah,
and I can do that. It just takes a lot of setup time to do that. And then, I mean, right now I've got other first person shooters that I can jump into.
Yeah, that's my thing too. Is like I've got other shit I want to play too. Thimbleweed Park's another one I've been plucking away at. I need to just cap that off. I'm almost to the end of that one. So that's just a point and click adventure, Monkey Island style new game that they made. But yeah, that's what's been going on. Scott,
still fun.
do we have a question?
I have a question. I think I have a pretty decent
What's your
question
boggle,
here.
friend?
Scott always has the best questions.
You know, for as long as video games have existed, every once in a while, they throw in the duo.
The duo.
The duo. Who's your favorite duo? I don't want more. I don't want select your partner. I want you're stuck with them. This guy's coming with you. No choices.
Shit.
So this is not a Mario and Luigi situation.
No. I got this.
This
I got
is
this.
a-
like,
let's be honest. Halo, Master Chief, and Cortana does not count.
Correct.
Okay.
I want somebody that's in game, somebody you're running around with, AI, or like, I mean, you know, maybe not a second co-op character. Give me
Okay.
a duo. You know what? Let's open it up. Let's just do duos. Not necessarily in game. Let's do a
So
Mario.
anything.
We'll do anything.
So Mario and Luigi would be
let's
fine.
open it up. I think
Cortana,
that's-
Halo. Okay, that's
yeah.
okay. Yeah, I
Let's
think we'll
do-
get.
yeah,
I think we'll get more
get-
answers that
Yeah.
way.
Yeah.
I think a strict duo will be a
Yeah.
little tight.
Yeah.
So yeah, let's just do duo. When you think peanut butter, you think jelly. Except Ben
a lot of that.
thinks Nutella for some reason.
There's nothing wrong with
I feel
Nutella.
like-
dude.
I
Nutella's
feel
good.
like-
It's good shit.
I like me some Nutella. I mean,
Yeah.
You're all fucking wrong.
fat kids fucking love it. Can't help it. Can't get away from it. Can't get enough of it.
So
Tony,
hit us up.
Do you like Nutella? Are you going to turn down a Nutella sandwich?
Don't be that.
Nobody's going to look. Hey, if you turn down this Nutella
You're going to have to
sandwich,
answer right away. Yeah.
I will
What the fuck?
disown.
Now hold on. You just asked Tony if he'd give away if he would not accept a free sandwich.
no,
Nobody is not going to accept a free
nobody in
sandwich.
their right mind.
Okay?
I would turn down a tomato sandwich.
That's not. I
don't like tomatoes.
That's
Dude,
I've
tomato
never had a
sandwiches are
tomato
awesome.
sandwich.
Yeah.
The hell? No. We're looking for duos, Tony.
Yeah.
We want peanut butter and jelly
Okay.
characters. Okay.
Yeah.
You know.
So everybody keep that in mind. Think about
All
it.
right.
Get back to us. We will be doing another show in 2 weeks.
Woo!
2 weeks from today, in fact, which
Yeah.
you'll be getting
14 days from now.
We're recording on the 19th. This thing will hit. I believe the
22nd.
22nd. Yeah.
We'll
So,
be in June
Monday
next
for your.
episode.
Yeah, we like to make sure we're there for your drive to
Oh,
work.
Christ, you're right. It's going to be June.
You know what I mean? I know it's crazy.
Summer
June is
time.
coming. If you have a question or a comment or a song to sing to Scott,
Please.
please do that. Let us know.
Please, internet people, submit your songs for Scott.
Please tweet.
I enjoy this
Tweet
greatly.
them at us.
Sing a song to Scott.
Yeah, sing a song to Scott. Maybe send that to our email, namelessgamerspdx@gmail.com.
Please, Jeebus.
You can always tweet us direct at iLaggedOut, or you can visit us at www.namelessgamerspdx.com, where
Thanks
we
for
have a
listening.
website, and we will have like all of our episodes and all that good stuff there.
Don't forget to hit us up on Facebook.
For that good stuff. Yeah, you can also find us on Facebook. Do that. Just search for Nameless Gamers PDX on there, and there you will find us like a shining beacon of light in the dark, like a beacon of light, like a beacon in the dark,
hopeless life.
and it will be
Come to us.
It will be so bright, and we will brighten up your day.
Come to
And
the light.
we are giving up. We love you all.
Games make everything great.
Thank you for listening. Hey, if you have a minute to go over to iTunes and just throw down a review, and it's a good one,
Please do.
I'm not going to be mad at you. Just saying. Throwing
If
that
you
out
don't,
there.
Randy's going to be mad.
If you don't do that, I'm not
better
going to be
get
mad
on
at you, but like it'll be things might get a little weird between us.
Yeah.
At some point. But it'll probably be a
Ben,
while.
stop leaving those
Again, if you want to support us,
comments.
www.patreon.com/ilaggedOut, which is where you can go to help us upgrade the show so we don't sound like terrible people. I mean, there's only so much you can fix with that money. I'm not going to lie. But as far as the quality is concerned, it might get a little bit better. Thank you for reviewing and subscribing to our show. We love you. Hugs and kisses. And I hate this map.